For nearly a decade, the deaths of Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington have haunted the rock world. Official reports gave answers. But for fans, those answers never felt complete. Now, something has changed. A voice from inside that world, someone who stood beside them, performed with them, and mourned them, has finally spoken. Dave Navarro is no outsider to this story. And after 9 years of silence, he's raising questions that are impossible to ignore. What if the truth isn't what we've been told? And what if the clues were there all along? Long before tragedy struck, there was a bond, one rooted in music, respect, and something deeper. It began with a song. Hunger Strike, written by Chris Cornell in 1990, was more than just a track. It was a statement. A protest against power, greed, and a world where the strong take while the weak suffer. Years later, that same song would take on new meaning. In 2008, during Project Revolution, Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington performed it together live. And something clicked. Chester had grown up idolizing Chris. But on that stage, admiration turned into brotherhood. Their connection went far beyond music. It became personal. So personal, in fact, that Chris and his wife, Vicky Cornell, chose Chester to be the godfather of their son. Think about that for a moment. Two artists, bound not just by fame, but by trust, family, and shared values. Two voices singing about resisting corruption and injustice. And then, less than a decade later, both would be gone. May the 18th, 2017. Detroit. Chris Cornell was found dead in his hotel room. The official ruling: suicide. But almost immediately, questions began to surface. Details that didn't quite line up. According to early emergency reports, there was a laceration on the back of his skull, with visible bleeding. Yet somehow, that detail never appeared in the final autopsy report. That raised eyebrows. Especially for Vicky Cornell, who publicly stated she had seen photos showing a visible injury. Then came reports of broken ribs. How did that happen? There were also gaps in the timeline, critical minutes between when concern was raised and when help arrived. And perhaps most unsettling, a forensic pathologist, not involved in the case, claimed the amount of blood at the scene was unusual for the official cause of death. At the same time, Vicky Cornell filed a lawsuit against Chris's doctor. Her claim: that he had been overprescribed medication, to the point where he may not have been in control of his actions that night. Suddenly, the narrative wasn't so simple anymore. And for years, that's where things stood. Questions. But no answers. For 9 years, Dave Navarro stayed quiet. No theories. No speculation. Just grief. In the aftermath of losing both Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington, Navarro, alongside Billy Morrison, co-founded the Above Ground concert series, a benefit supporting mental health and addiction recovery for musicians. And Navarro was clear about one thing. This event existed because of Chris and Chester. Because of what was lost. But now, something has changed. Navarro has publicly questioned whether what happened to his friends happened the way the world was told. That's a powerful statement. This isn't a fan theory. This isn't internet speculation. This is someone who was there. Someone who knew them. Someone who attended their funerals. And when someone like that starts asking questions, people listen. Because it suggests something deeper may still be unresolved. Two men. Deeply connected. Both gone within months of each other. Chester Bennington passed away on July 20, 2017, just 2 months after Chris Cornell. The date: Chris Cornell's birthday. Coincidence? Maybe. But for many fans, it felt like more. Chester had openly struggled with grief after losing Chris. Their friendship was real, deep, personal. And yet, the timing of both deaths, combined with lingering questions in Chris's case, has fueled years of speculation. Now, with Dave Navarro stepping forward, those conversations are reigniting. Not as wild theories, but as questions that people are no longer afraid to ask. As time passed, the official narrative surrounding Chris Cornell never changed. But the questions, they didn't go away. They grew louder. One of the most discussed points was the discrepancy between early reports and the final autopsy. Emergency responders initially noted injuries that later seemed to vanish from official documentation. That alone raised concern. Because when details change, people notice. Then there was the issue of timing. According to reports, there was a window, minutes that remain unclear, between when concern was raised about Chris and when help actually reached him. In situations like this, every second matters. So naturally, people began asking, what happened during that gap? And why hasn't it ever been fully clarified? Meanwhile, the toxicology findings confirmed the presence of multiple medications. Nothing ruled as the direct cause, but enough to raise another question. Was Chris fully aware of his actions that night? Even Vicky Cornell firmly stated she believed her husband was not in his right state of mind. Not suicidal. Not intending to leave. Just not himself. And when those closest to someone challenge the official story, it adds another layer that can't be ignored. After Chris Cornell's death, those close to Chester Bennington said he was devastated. Not just sad. Shaken. Chris wasn't just a peer, he was a mentor, a friend, almost like family. Chester even performed an emotional tribute of Hallelujah at Chris's memorial. And people who saw it said the pain in his voice was undeniable. But what happened next still leaves fans unsettled. Just 2 months later, Chester was gone. Same official ruling. Same kind of unanswered emotional weight. And one detail that continues to stand out. The date. July 20th. Chris Cornell's birthday. For some, it's a tragic coincidence. For others, it's a connection that feels too precise to ignore. Still, there's no verified evidence linking the two events beyond their friendship and timing. And that's where the line must be drawn. Because while questions are valid, conclusions require proof. But emotionally, for fans, for friends, for people like Dave Navarro, the connection feels impossible to separate. There's a reason this moment feels bigger than all the speculation that came before. It's not just what's being said. It's who is saying it. Dave Navarro wasn't on the outside looking in. He lived this. He shared stages, conversations, and real-life moments with both Chris and Chester. He saw them as people, not headlines. So when someone like that breaks years of silence and says something doesn't sit right, it carries weight. But here's what makes it even more powerful. Navarro isn't presenting answers. He's raising questions. And sometimes, that's more important. Because it opens the door for people to look again. To re-examine details. To ask whether everything was fully understood, or simply accepted. This is where things become complicated. Because there are two sides to this story. On one side, official findings. Medical reports. Closed investigations. On the other, personal experiences. Unanswered questions. And the voices of those who knew them best. The challenge is finding where those two sides meet. It's easy to get pulled into theories. It's human to want answers, especially when loss feels sudden and confusing. But it's just as important to stay grounded in what is confirmed. What is known. What is real. And yet, even within that reality, there's still room for uncertainty. That's what makes this story linger. Not just because of how it ended, but because of everything that still feels unfinished. And before we come to the end of this video, I just want to take a moment to say a very big thank you to all of you for watching. Your time truly means a lot. In a world where there are thousands of videos you could be watching right now, the fact that you chose to spend a few minutes here with me on Hajararama TV is something I truly appreciate. This channel continues to grow because of viewers like you. Every view, every comment, and every bit of support helps this community become stronger. And that's what makes creating these videos so rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, please take a quick moment to like the video, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends or anyone who might enjoy this content. Your interaction really helps the channel reach more people who love stories, entertainment, and updates just like you do. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Hajararama TV, and turn on the notification bell so you'll always be among the first to know when a new video is uploaded. There are many more exciting videos coming your way very soon, and I would love for you to be part of this journey as the channel continues to grow. I also enjoy hearing your thoughts, So feel free to drop your opinions, ideas, or suggestions in the comment section. Your voice matters here, and your feedback helps make Hajararama TV even better. Once again, thank you so much for watching and for being part of this amazing community. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, stay entertained, and keep watching Hajararama TV.